Sega exclusive.
SonicNews Show with SSF 1991.
Donnie.
Why, hello there. Boy, have you missed this track being played for an hour straight like you did last week? Well, guess what? Time to do it again. Hi. Welcome everyone to the Sonic News Show. It is... Oh God, I can't believe I've been doing this... I still can't believe I've been doing this show for how many years now, and this is the second... I think the second time I've done this on a... This is the second episode I've done Radio Sega. It's worth noting, I had no idea what to actually do, like, talk about for this week. It wasn't until, I think, midweek that I actually had an idea. But, nevertheless, I hope everyone's doing alright. How's the audio balance before I actually, like, fully begin? Oh boy, do I have some stuff to talk about. Oh boy. As I await the lovely chat. You were totally not mocking me last week when I was trying to read the show schedule. Everything's good to go? Oh yeah. So with all that said and done, including me having IRC problems, so I do have some good news. So I do have some good news. Even though the IRC problems were kind of annoying me to the point where I accidentally posted some rather awkward information that totally didn't help matters, but one thing did go well. I figured out sound effects. I can play sound effects now. Yay! You better cheer for me. Yay! Yay! Look at this. Look at all these sound effects, son. Anyway, I figured out I have sound effects queued up now. I told you I'd start experimenting a little bit as I start getting things going. But yes, I have sound effects now queued up. I finally figured that out. Sonic joined Radio Sega. Hey guys, Sonic's here. I hope you all are excited. Speaking of the IRC, I should probably do roll call real quick. So, people that are in the IRC are II1980, CD-ROM 1019, CTR, that's Scrub SSF921, Steve, Twinny, Voice, Woe21, Arcanine, Guest 79203, Ink, or Fear Link or Ink, Lime underscore, Figure, Mick Vines, Pharaoh, Punk Gamer, Sonic, Spinnick, Trainer underscore Purple, Trekkie, Vegeta, and Zimidon. Woo. Yes, Steve. Or, as you guys, we've declared last week, that's actually what, is Hylile's name. Yes, Sonic. Sonic was in the IRC. They just left, unfortunately. Go figure. But, with that said... Oh, Sonic News Channel, there you go. So, I do have some stuff to talk about, as I said. Fortunately, we can go right into it. But, thinking about just letting everyone come in real quick. Let's see here. So, I hope you guys are looking forward to what is going to be a crazy show. Because I think I'm going to have a rant here to talk about. A rant, maybe two, but Let's see here. So, first up, the Sonic 25th E3 event. That was confirmed and then debunked. Everyone was like, yay, it's happening, and then everyone was like, oh no, it's not. Yeah, pretty much. And there was an article, and I want to actually talk about this. Because I do have some remarks to say, about this. Because when the news initially broke out, there was some certain... There was some awkward writing of articles that actually took place. It was eventually... looks like it got deleted, from the looks of it. I'm checking to make sure. Checking to make sure here. Nope, it wasn't deleted. So, there was an article that went up shortly after the E3 event, because, to explain, Global License was intending to do a Salute to Sonic issue in May, and the issue came out, and there was like a listing, like, Sega has a lineup of events planned for the beloved Blue Blur's anniversary that started with a Twitch panel at South by Southwest, and will be followed by events at PAX E3, San Diego Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, and a 25th anniversary party at the House of Blues in San Diego. They specifically mentioned E3. However, Aaron Weber actually took to Twitter to say, no, we're not actually holding a big E3 party. That's not actually happening. However, in the article that originally, like, revealed this, that the quote-unquote E3 panel was happening, end quote, was on a certain Sonic fan site. I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to name who wrote it. But I'm not particularly excited about the fact that I'm going to go later on in the article, because they talk about here, the 2016 game was mentioned, because they actually purposely bring up the 2016 game. Like, I don't know why, even though it wasn't mentioned. But they say, and finally the 2016 game was mentioned. Here's the full quote. Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games for Nintendo's 3DS, and a Wii U game will debut in June. Sega will follow with the debut of Sonic Boom Fire and Ice for Nintendo 3DS this fall. Now, I'm going to stop right there and say, there was no 2016 game mentioned there. They didn't mention anything about the 2016 game. They just said that Sonic Boom Fire and Ice is coming this fall. You could argue and say, well, that's coming out in 2016, but here's the point. You can clearly... You can take that out of context and say, you know, it's the next Sonic game, you know? You can put a title onto that for anything, but to say that's a 2016 game, no, we don't know that. We don't know if there's going to be other 2016 games following, you know? But what really, like, baffled me was the statement he says following. He says, basically, according to this article, there is no new game for 2016. It's just the Olympic title and Fire and Ice. No, it never said that. It never said that at all. That was an entirely inaccurate and wrongful thing to say in the article. That is, you could not be misinforming people any more than you already were. Like, why are you deliberately misinforming people? They only mention the games. Yes, that's the thing. Like, they eventually, like, say, the funny thing is, they edited the article to say, my take on that quote is as follows. Even though he said basically, like, he made it pass off as a fact that there was no new game for 2016, according to the article, which was basically their take on it. So now they doubled back on it and said, have Sega announced a 2016 new game? No. Did they tell the Global License about a new game? No. Their quote is accurate. They were not told about a new game, so their quote is accurate based on the information they have. It goes back to Sega being very careful this year with what and when they say / reveal things. Here's the thing though, they didn't say anything about there going to be a new game or not. This wasn't even a subject. Why was this even brought up in the first place? They said Sonic Boom Fire and Ice and Mario and Sonic. That was it. They didn't say anything about a 2016 game being mentioned. They didn't say anything about, you know, what was coming out. any new games coming out later. You could technically consider Sonic Boom Fire and Ice as a new game. You could technically consider Mario and Sonic as a new game. But how do you say, basically according to this article, there's no new game for 2016, and then double back on that and say, my take on that quote is it isn't. Like, you just basically flip-flopped in your article, and it confuses me. Like I said, I'm not going to say what the article is, and I'm not going to say who wrote it. It is a Sonic fan site that wrote it, I'm going to say that much. But I'm not going to say what site wrote it, where it was written, who wrote it. I'm not going to say any of that. But, Jesus Christ, dude, really? Like, could you have been any more misinforming there? This is, again, I mentioned this last week, and I know I'm bringing it up again, and I'm probably beating a dead horse now, but can we please stop misinforming people? And lying. See, like, I can understand the error of reporting about the E3 event, because I did that too, and it seemed genuinely likely that that was the case, that they were doing this, but just bluntly state that according to the article, there is no new game plan. When that wasn't, they didn't say anything about new games, they didn't say anything about this. Like, like, I don't understand, like, the reporting, it's just as much to report on news, like, it's just as much to get news out there, but you have to do it in a way that A, is informative, B, isn't lying, C, isn't biased, you know, D isn't, like, there's a very specific way you need to report on the news. And it's not news more than anything, because people, I write the way I do for TZC, because, and I'm going to be very blunt, because of the Sonic fan base. I report Sonic news, odds are Sonic fans are going to be seeing it. So I report, like, I write news based on that. I know that Sonic fans don't have a huge attention span, so I write multiple articles of short but informative, not biased, not opinionated pieces, and it's for that. But when you blatantly flip-flop in your article, it's like I have nothing against this person, and the people that wrote, like the site that wrote this article or anything like that. It's just, can you not flip-flop and misinform people? You know, because that doesn't help. It just confuses people. The Sonic fan base is already confused enough as it is, and they're already impatient enough as it is with this year. Can we just not, you know? But I will not be saying what fan site it is. Let's just say it's a Sonic fan site, and I'll leave it at that. Okay, NERC 20 just linked the article. That's all I'm going to say. 20 linked the article. If you're in the IRC right now, you will find out what it is. But if you're not, tough luck, because I'm not actually going to say who wrote it and what site it came from, stuff like that. So, that said, but I'm just like I'm sorry, but it's just like, I have a pet peeve about the way people write articles. I really do. I really do. But I mean, I'm just going to be, you know, I don't know if there's anything more to say about this. I mean, I don't like ranting about this stuff as well, because I do respect fellow news reporters and people who write articles, because it's not an easy job. I'm going to be the first to admit it is not an easy job. But there comes to a point where you wonder, they could have written this better. You know, there's definitely a better way they could have written this. But, I mean, I guess you could consider all that a rant. I hope you missed those rants, but, oh boy. I don't even know what else to say about that. It's just like, ugh. Fan base, what can I say? Anyway, Anyway, there is another thing to talk about, and it's Sonic Revolution. Two Sonic Boom voice actors have actually... By the way, this is the first rant I've actually done in I don't know how long. Like an actual legitimate rant on the podcast on my own. So, like, first SonicNews show rant I've done in ages. Anyway, Sonic Revolution, 2 Sonic Boom voice actors have actually been confirmed for there. I'm gonna have a fun time pronouncing this name. Colleen O'Shaughnessy and Cindy Robinson, who played Tails and Amy Rose in Sonic Boom respectively. I'm sure I botched Colleen's name so much, and if I did, I apologize. But they will be attending Sonic Revolution. Sonic Revolution is supposed to take place on June 12th, I believe? June 9th, June 12th, somewhere around there. Mid-June. Somewhere around there. Yes, obviously. Yes, Sonic News channel, yes. Tony says in the IRC, sorry, but I'm more into what's going down at Summer Sonic, since Summer Sonic is more out there, you know. Well, I realize that guys, I realize that Summer Sonic is out there, but can we please give credit to others, too? I mean, I don't think it's particularly right to just shaft Sonic Revolution because it's not Summer Sonic and because it's not out there as much. I mean, I don't think that's particularly fair. I mean, Summer Sonic's more popular. So, guess what? Well, it's not just you. It's like I've noticed this from a lot of people lately. Like everyone seems to be focusing more on Summer Sonic, and you know, even though Sonic Revolution has a very kick-ass guest lineup right now, like, and it's a month away, and it's just I didn't call you out. I just read your message, but you know, for some hello, I understand that. Like, I don't expect everyone to know about Sonic Revolution being a thing, but it's like Summer Sonic isn't the only thing out there, and I don't think it's fair to just focus on that just because of the fact that it's popular. You know, Western Super Sonic is actually a kick-ass, you know, convention. I've done live stream commentary for that for the Sonic show, and I love doing it. It doesn't have to be a huge popular expo to get attention, you know. People do care about when guests show up, even if it's for a convention or an expo that people don't really, you know, that isn't hugely popular like Summer Sonic. But I don't feel like it's fair to just completely focus on Summer Sonic and ignore all the others, you know. I don't think that's fair. Not trying to say, not trying to hate on people for it, but you know, I mean, because like I can understand why people are excited about Summer Sonic, because like it's been a few years since we've had one, but you know, I'm just saying, you know, and expect me to do that a lot with this show, for the record. But anyway, but here's some actually really good news. Sonic the Hedgehog 1 was inducted into the Video Game Hall of Fame. I'm doing the clapping, but wait, why am I even doing that? Hang on. There we go. Sonic 1 was inducted into the Video Game Hall of Fame. I'm like, I can't. It's about damn time, you know. I'm surprised that they weren't inducted last year, but. You know what? I'm pleased. I'm very pleased. But you know where I said it might be a double rant tonight? You know where I said... You know when I said that? That it might be this? I had a reason for this. And it goes back to a... And it goes back to a message I believe I saw on the... I think it was a Facebook page? Yeah, it was a Facebook page. The Sonic Facebook page. The Sonic Facebook page promoted the Hall of Fame induction. I didn't want to go No, not Sonic 3 Remastered. That was last year. Come on. There we go. So the Sonic the Hedgehog Facebook page posted the Hall of Fame induction. Okay, so I'm going to just read the top comment. This is the top comment right now on the Sonic the Hedgehog Facebook page for the post that talks about the World Video Game Hall of Fame Class of 2006 induction that Sonic got. The very first top comment. I'm just gonna read this out to just kind of let you guys know why I'm getting royally sick and tired of fans obsessing over a very specific subject that we've been hearing in and out for the last 5 months or so. Because this is really what set me off, and really just... This was the point where it's like, good lord, people, can you be... Let me just read the comment. Okay, I'm not gonna say who wrote it, but it's the very, very top comment on that page. They say, and I quote, "As much as it pains me to say this, I don't believe Sonic deserves a spot in the Hall of Fame anymore, since he hasn't had a main series Sonic game in 2.5 years. And this will be his first anniversary year when he doesn't get a game." 23 people liked this post. I just want to let that sink in for a moment. I want you guys to let that sink in for a moment. That someone says that 25 freaking years of Sonic the Hedgehog legacy his 25-year legacy should not get in. He should not get that. Because his next Sonic game, he hasn't had a main series game in 2 years, and he hasn't gotten an anniversary game yet. I just want to let that sink in, because are you freaking kidding me? The Hall of Fame, the Hall of Fame is called the Hall of Fame for a reason. It's not to celebrate his 25th anniversary with a new game. It's to celebrate the legacy that that video game has left behind, that video game brand has left behind. Also, it's not Sonic the Hedgehog 25th anniversary that's being inducted, it's Sonic 1. The game that started it all. It's got nothing to do with, I seriously am really, there's... I don't even know what to say about that, because, how are you so damn entitled and spoiled and impatient that you're not even happy about the fact that Sonic was inducted into the freaking Hall of Fame? This is exactly why people think that this fanbase is never happy about anything. Because when your own franchise gets inducted into the freaking Hall of Fame, and you're complaining that he doesn't deserve that, because of a game that we don't even know yet, because you're too damn impatient and spoiled to even want this game, to even be patient for it, that everything that's not the announcement of this game gets hated on. It's just, you are absolutely what does there even say, really? To even begin to explain just how spoiled you're sounding. That's like saying, okay, to give for example, let's say that Queen was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They haven't put out an actual, album in maybe... Oh god, when was the last time Queen put out an album? Hang on. I'm giving an analogy. This is for a reason. Stick with me here. I want to see when the last time they put out an album. Because... they haven't they're still active, but the last time they put out an album, when was the last time they put out an album? The last time they put out an album was 20 years ago, which was Made in Heaven. It's been 20 years since they last put out an album. Now, say they got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2017. Are you going to complain that Queen shouldn't deserve that because of the fact that they haven't put out an album in 20 years? You don't need to be active to be in the Hall of Fame. Your legacy is going to be the active part of it. Okay? This isn't... like, whether you're active or not doesn't matter. Because your legacy is going to stand the test of time, and it's going to surpass whatever activity your brand does, or your project does in the future. It's going to stay that way. Regardless of how active you are, whether you're, like, Sonic could die as a brand tomorrow, but his legacy is going to stand the test of time because of just how big he became in the 90s. It was at the point when you have a franchise that rivals Mario, you did a great job. Granted, Sonic isn't that anymore, but he once was, and not many franchises can say that. So guess what? He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. If you don't think he's in the Hall of Fame, then stop being so damn entitled because of your precious little anniversary game that hasn't come out yet. It isn't even halfway into the year yet. Shut the hell up and be patient. Or you can just go to another brand and play games from there. There's plenty to play. You'd be surprised at what is out there that is not Sonic. And if you're saying, oh well, I want to play Sonic, I want a Sonic game. Well, guess what? Every franchise is going to have periods where you have to wait. That's how it is. Be glad that Sega has even been telling us to be patient at all. That they've been saying anything. But that's all I have to say about this. Like, it's just... I really do think that people need to quit being so damn entitled. And to say that a trip in the Hall of Fame isn't warranted because your precious little new game, just stop. Really. Just stop. But with that all said and done, looks like... wow, how fittingly. There's 3 topics I have left to go. No, 2 topics left to go. And it's time for a music break. I'm going to be doing a music break right on time. So let's see. What should I do in terms of a music break? What should I do here? Let's see here. I'm checking right now what I want to play. Just a couple of tracks, as per usual. Research. Where is the... where's the song that I'm looking for? Where am I... there's a song somewhere around here. There's the song I'm looking for. Okay. So there's the first song I want to play. As I'm gradually, like, surfing through these. By the way, guys, I do apologize for all the, constant, I do apologize if the... was it the, all the ranting kind of got on your nerves? There's a lot that I could talk about about the last year. I haven't been around with the SonicNews show for like a couple of years. A lot has happened. You're probably going to hear a lot of me being vocal about that. So expect, a little bit of playing catch up a bit, but that's all I had to say about that, That's all I had to say about that. But let me see if I can find... there's one more track I want to play. I just need to find the track. I know it's around... I know what I want to play. And it's something that I think people are going to be pleased to hear because I haven't played... no one has heard this yet. No one has heard this yet. just need to see if I can find the track particularly. But this is a song that no one has heard before. And I cannot wait to play it. I cannot wait to play it. I just need to quickly find it here. I found it. I know where. I have the right folder now. It's just the labeling. It's just. Let's see here. No, that's not it. Is that it? Nope. No, I didn't make it. But Sonic Paradox did. Oh, did they? I just need to... I'll explain in a second. There's the folder I'm looking for. Okay, so... Music break has been sorted. I really should get this done early on, but... Yeah. So let me quickly... I want to make sure I have this... the name right, because... I don't want to miscredit, because... we've had issues with that during Summer Sonic, so... But there is a good reason for this. There is a good reason for this. But let's see here. I need to find the... thread here. This won't be for much longer. I just need to find the thread that has the information here. And I believe I know where it is. I assume, anyway. Better yet... Okay, is it in here? That's what I want to know. Is it here? Staff projects. I don't think... I do not think that, I do not think it's... I know it's somewhere right here. Hang on. I thought I knew where it was, but turns out it's gonna bug the ever-living crap out of me now. Search topics. Here we go. Search all forums. I should be able to find it now. There we go. I found it. I found it. Okay, now let me get to page 1 and I'll have the information for you guys. Alrighty, so... There's the name. Alright. Better than last week. 3 minutes in, I'm already... What have I done? I haven't done anything. Shut up, chat. You don't know what I'm going through, okay? You know, there are people out there who there are people out there that are suffering because they don't have a podcast at all, okay? They don't have an IRC at all to talk in, okay? And you know what? You should be thankful that you can go into a chat room and listen to podcasts, okay? You know, anyway, but anyway, guys, I finally figured out the information. First up on our 2-track music break is Sonic Generations, the Big Arm Boss. The Big Arm Boss track, I believe Cash Cash did that remix. The Cash Cash Big Arm remix, Boss remix from Sonic Generations. Yeah, everyone's a critic. From Sonic Generations, followed by, and this is a track no one's ever heard before. This is a Radio Sega exclusive first at Radio Sega track, basically. So a lot of you know about the Sonic Heroes musicals and how we basically stuck like lyrics onto tracks, like Sonic tracks, on those Heroes tracks. Well, that's not the first time we've done that. We've actually put in the Sonic Products crew have actually formed a lot of tracks of Sonic tracks, old and new, that were stuck with lyrics, and people made funny lyrics for it. And among them was Radical Highway. Now, I'm specifically playing this one because the person who made it, I don't even think they go. I don't even know if they go by this name anymore. But Link Kokiri, however you say it, wrote this. But they sang the song, these Radical Highway lyrics, as Shadow. So you're gonna hear that. You're gonna be able to hear that for the very first time. As I said, no one else has heard this out in the public before. So I'm gonna quickly. Can I stick it? No, I want to. There we go. All right, guys. So here we go. If you guys want some laughter, here you go. So you guys are listening to the Sonic News Show on Radio Sega. I'll see you in a bit.
Of the best Sega music on the internet. Radio Sega, 10 years for Sega is. First on Radio Sega.
Oops, I dropped my change. Oh god, there goes my keys. I should really invest in getting pockets or so. Oh shit, it's the police, let's go! Time to run fast now and beat up robots. They're after me cause I'm still a chaos. And the cops have no chance to catch up with my speed. That's cause I'm Shadow and I'm black as you can see. Techno, 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 techno. Oh cool, it's a missile. Hey, why does it have a hand? Oh shit, what the fuck? Techno, 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 techno. techno. Hello, my name's Shadow. I am Entitlement. Oh god, there's no road here. Guess I'll fall again. There is a huge bridge here. What about there's no road? Oh cool, the track just saved me. Guess I'll just fly by trailing. How the hell does that work? You can send all of the pathetic jets that you want. I'll just spin dash them into millions of parts. Yay! Why the hell are there no loops on this track? If a car tried to drive here, it would just fall on its back. Techno, 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 techno. Hey sweet, there's a grind rail. That'll definitely sponsor some juice. Techno, 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 techno. Hello, my name's Shadow. I am Entitlement. Oh god, there's no road here. Guess I'll fall again. There is a huge bridge here. What about there's no road? Oh cool, the track just saved me. Guess I'll just fly by trailing. How the hell does that work? Oh, Maria.
Hi again. And we're back! Techno, 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 techno. Anyway. So, yeah, so that was... Oh boy. That was the Big Arms boss with sound effects, apparently, because I forgot this was a game rip that I got, like, years ago. I don't know. But, there's that. There is that. And then there's another track. Radical Highway with lyrics. As I said, that was that's an old track. I'm gonna be very honest. That was an old track from like 5 years ago. Maybe even more. I don't know the exact time, but it was like 5 years ago. Well, it's Radical Highway with lyrics. What else would he be talking about? Maybe Radical Highway? But, there is that. Now, as I said, that was one of those little fan product things. Why did he drop his change? Does it matter? Are we this nitpicky now about... Like, does it really matter? It added a little bit of charm to it because it's like, oh, okay, he's dropping change. I don't know why he has change, but it was a nice start. So nice way to ease into the track, I guess. But I love how people are. I love how there was half people were just like, what the hell am I listening to? And then there was the other half that was just like. Also, I love that little sound skip I just had there. I guess it doesn't like when I go. Also, I love how the chat. At one point, the chat were just like, "What the? Like, no, where was it? I love how someone in the chat, like, someone in the IRC was saying, like, "Is this Donnie?" No, it isn't. I explained before the break what the track what the track was about. How we wrote, like, Sonic Paradox did, for lulz, a bunch of Sonic songs with lyrics. Be glad you guys didn't hear... Glad you guys haven't heard the others. Makes me reluctant to play the others now. I guess it's gonna remain exclusive then, if people are going to be this nitpicky and stuff, you know. Anyway. You guys are just like, you know... I'm kidding. I know it's not for everyone. It's like I said, it was just for lulz. It wasn't meant to be like. It wasn't meant for actual radio gameplay. Like that's the thing. A lot of those tracks, they weren't meant for actual like radio playing, and they were just for lulz and not meant to be taken seriously. It was just that's basically what it is. So if it seemed like the songs are awkward, there's a reason for that. But it's just something I felt like it may as well play, so you guys got a little dosage of that exclusive, you know, that exclusivity that I can provide on this show that only this show is going to be able to give, so, you know, but, you know, but really though, you guys have memory problems. I told you guys what the track was about before, and you guys were asking like, what is this? Well, quote-unquote, just for lulz, what I mean is, like, it wasn't really meant for radio, it wasn't meant for anything, it's like, it's not that big of a deal. It really isn't. But I mean, like, it wasn't even, it's like I said, there's a reason why it's first. I played it. I'm the first one to actually play it publicly. Outside of this, no one really knew about it except the Sonic Paradox staff. So like I said, there's a reason for that. But I figured may as well play something so you guys actually heard something. You know, got a little taste of that Sonic Paradox behind the scenes stuff. That little goofy stuff that we do behind the scenes and stuff. So first and only time that we play. Yeah, more than likely, considering probably not gonna be playing the rest of them either with the way things are going. But I mean, yeah. Like I said, you know, it was there. Wanted to play it. People don't like it. Sorry, but just the way it goes. Now, you're not gonna like every song, so I mean, you know. But you know, like I said, I'm not mad. A bit disappointed because it seems like I thought people would actually like that song, but you know. Well, trust me, I'm sure everyone thought it was confusing too. I mean, when I first heard it, I was just like, what the hell did I just hear? So I mean, it's no big deal. It's just, you know, it depends on it just depends on your standards. So I mean, whatever. If you liked it, you liked it. You didn't, you didn't. But anyway, guys, there's 2 more things to talk about, and it looks like I'm actually going to be on time too. It looks like I'm actually going to be on time with getting the show done. Go figure. But here's something I actually did want to talk about. So the Sonic Boom episodes are going to be removed from YouTube. Here's a catch though. Sega actually warned you to remove them in advance. Yeah, Sega actually warned people about the about that. So, matter of fact, let me see if there are any comments to that. Because you know what, I never actually read the comments. When I first read the post, there wasn't a single comment. Let's see here. There are 19 comments. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna read these. People, okay, here's what have been there. Most of the all the comments have been relatively few, but there are some people that are just like, please don't take down the show off YouTube. It's the only way me and multiple people are able to watch the show. There's countries that don't show it on their TV stations. Boom is a good show. Please don't take it away from us. Okay, here's one game where I say, like, take it away from you. You didn't make the show, okay? This isn't your show. Sega and, you know, Bill Freiberger and all them, they made the show. You didn't make the show. So they're not taking it away from you. If anything, they're just reinforcing the fact that this is their show. Let's see here. What else has been said there? Hey Sega, I don't upload the shows or nothing, but I don't have the Cartoon Network or TV in general. YouTube has been the only real source for me to watch the show. I can't even watch it via the Cartoon Network website due to location restrictions. If the shows are not allowed to be on YouTube, how will many of us who cannot watch the shows via the network watch them? I personally would like to buy the series and each season on Blu-ray regardless, but still impatiently love to watch it out as it airs. Also, when will the DVD/Blu-rays be available in Canada? Thanks. Okay. So, okay, here's the thing. There are other sites besides YouTube as well. I'm just going to say that. There are other sites besides YouTube. Someone else said, so basically Sega's going to be uploading Sonic Boom on their own channel and we have to pay for it. No and no, because that was never actually said. You're jumping to conclusions. Don't do that. Let's see. Is there any others? Someone was being a grammar Nazi, apparently. Oh, I didn't even notice this. Hang on. Where's that post again? Can you please clarify about people using clips for parody purposes? A lot of companies seem to go after these people too, but it sounds like you won't be jerks about it. Just want to make sure. You'll probably find in any case where there's an issue, we'll send it over in a letter first. That's actually good to know, because that sounds like... That actually... I'm gonna have to let Kevin know that. AUK? Because the Sonic Show... We did the Sonic Show... with the Sonic Show, we did the Sonic Boom commentaries. So... We want to see... Kevin's been trying to back up the, video, so I should let him know about that. So give me a second, I'm gonna let him know about that. And then... There we go. I wanted to, See, the thing is, I don't know if the commentaries would be considered parody. There we go. It's a start, you know? But anyway, there's really not much more to say about this, but... It's just... but, I mean, I don't know, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, meh. Let's see here, what else is there to talk about? Oh yeah, this is something that no one... I don't think people have made a big deal about this. I don't think people have made a big deal about this at all. Because this is something that seems like... Only Sega Nerds reported on this. From the looks of it. And that's that Sega may actually be using Atlus's E3 booth for their games. So Sega of America will be there. It's just the games that the Sega games that are going to be the actual Sega games may actually be shown at Atlus's booth at E3. And this comes from a NeoGAF thread that talked about it, where they said that apparently, let me read it to you, where it said Atlus will present Yakuza 0 at E3. Atlus USA Incorporated is known for their high-quality, deeply immersive, uniquely Japanese and indie video game experiences. Our award-winning catalog continues to grow across a variety of genres and platforms. Visit our booth featuring highly anticipated titles from Atlus and Sega, including Persona 5, Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse, and Yakuza 0. So there you guys go. Sega Europe will also be there, but it sounds like Sega will also be showing off their games at Atlus's booth. So Sega may not actually have their own booth. I'm looking at the... Oh my god. We have... Okay, I'm going to read the product categories. We have Action, Nintendo 3DS, Wii, Wii U, PC and Windows, PS3, PS4, 360, Xbox One. Is there platforming on here? That's what I want to know. I guess Action would be considered platforming. They also listed for Adventure, Fighting / Wrestling, Indie, localization, music slash dance. I think that hints at Miku. Role playing and strategy. So music and dance. That definitely sounds to me like Miku. Definitely. Like, there's no question about it. But yeah. There you go. So, I mean, that pretty much sums up everything. I think I talked about everything I needed to talk about. Hatsune Miike. Ixnay and the Miike. Miku would make great Latin, you know? Even though it's Japanese, she'd make great Latin. Latin. Hatsune Miike. Coming soon to the newest Shakespeare novel. Not really. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm gonna shut up now. Which is probably what everyone's been wanting me to do for like years now, so you know. I'm just gonna ixnay on my Miike and just go. Anyway, guess what it's time for? It's time for me to read the upcoming shows that are coming up. Oh boy. Do I have to? I don't want to travel through time again. I don't want to have to travel through time again. I really don't. I don't wanna. Can I just play hooky with this? With the show scheduling read off? Do I have to? I don't wanna. Well, anyway, coming up, the show schedule. I can't guarantee that everyone's actually doing their specific shows this week. By the way, I'm just reading off the schedule. Okay, yeah. If there happens to be a show, you know, okay. Anyway, up next on Radio Sega Live is the Manic Monday show with KC. That's tomorrow at 8 o'clock p.m. UK time, which is 9 p.m. Central Europe time, 3 p.m. Eastern time, 12 p.m. Pacific time, with KC. Bumps. Anyway, afterwards, on Wednesday, at 12 a.m. UK time, that's 1 a.m. Central Europe time, 10:57 a.m. Eastern time, and 1:57 p.m. Pacific time, is Sega Addicts in the morning. Sega Addicts AM. There you go. Wednesdays, 8 p.m. UK time, that's 9 p.m. Central Europe time, 3 p.m. Eastern time, and 12 p.m. Pacific time, is Club Sega. Yay! Fridays. On Fridays will be Radio RSN Live with Voice. 12 a.m. UK, 1 a.m. Central Europe time, 10:57 a.m. Why is everything 10:57? 10:57 a.m. Eastern time, 1:57 Pacific time. Wait, I just read that. No, I didn't. Why is it? What is it with the 57 what's it with the 57 slots? What is? What? Who scheduled these? Anyway, Sega Mixer Drive with Rexy, Fridays, 9 p.m. UK time, 10 p.m. Central Europe time, 4 p.m. Eastern time, 1 p.m. Pacific time. I'm late. Saturdays, Saturday Night Sega with Gabby, Saturdays, 10 p.m. UK time, 3 o'clock p.m. Central Europe time, 5 p.m. Eastern time, 2 p.m. Pacific time. And finally, The Voice of Sega, Sundays, with Dr. Slotnick, 1:30 a.m. UK time, 2:30 a.m. Central Europe time, 10:27 a.m. Eastern Time. What are these freaking times? 1:27 p.m. Pacific Time. I'm out. Screw all of you. Donnie out.